intuitive demands of elements of state of balance and the state of equilibrium between the social forces identified as the leaders and the elite. So the hegemony of the proletariat, what it leads the dominant class to mobilize the majority of the working population against the capitalism and the bourgeois state. Okay, what is the hegemony? Is the term? It's a coined by Antonio Gramsci. He states that the crisis consists of precisely in the fact that the old is dying and the new cannot be born. In this intervenum, a great variety of morbid symptoms appear. So, why I would like to say that is in a hegemony, the term itself, it is in a dictatorial term, and it always associated with the concept of the power. When we look at the concept of the power, you know that the power always, those who have power in their hand, they always balance, and we are not supposed to go with an equilibrium. Why? Because the power is always associated with the dictatorship. So that's why the sociological concept is associated with the Gramsci's hegemony. Sorry, it's okay. Is the next one the survival of the fittest? What it means, the survival of the fittest. You know one thing, when it is not, and that time the sociological concept was not sprouted. In that time, the white people, because we know that the white people are in the name of power, they were not supposed to aware of the what the colonization and making the black as a slave is a crime. They are not supposed to. They were not feel like that. They think that that is all come under the category of survival of the fittest. If you want to survive, you have to suppress others. If you want to survive more, you have to dictate. You want some kind of group of people should obey for your dictatorship. This is what actually they think. They thought that that's what they fail to get the concept of sociology. So what I mean, they thought that the survival of the fittest is if you are the person to give some instruction for the persons in the lowest position means that is appropriate. They might have think like that. That is what they are doing, such kind of cruel activities. And also informed such minute details behind the screen, that is why they are behaving like this, why they were behaving like this, right? So for example, we can go with the sociological concept with the black people. When we look at the black people, it is they just feel they are very inferior because of the color. They thought that the color is closely associated with the superiority, the power. As I told you, I introduced the Gramsci's term, the term that is in a hegemony. Right? They are all allowed that hegemony, but they are failed to get the exact concept of the hegemony. So they look at the black people themselves consider the color as a curse. Think that it's not. It is. We have to completely deny it, but they thought that because the all superior persons plays the all superior persons are related with the white. Okay, that's what they feel like that. The black people themselves consider their color as a curse and thought themselves are inferior to white people because they were colonized, and particularly the black people, the black women are doubly colonized. So they hated their black color and thought that white color is superior because it's a color of God. They thought that the color of God itself white because the God is the superior power. So they thought like that. So that was the situations was there. Right, in the gender issues. Okay, what is meant by gender issues in that is also the African American communities, right, such as the men drinking and beating wives and marrying more than one woman and not giving the children proper education. They just give the children for the women, but they don't even take part in education and other things, right? So they treated the women as a beast, and also they don't want to give any importance to the women. That's what I told you. The black women, particularly the African American women is closely associated with the doubly colonized. So the white people also consider the black people as a born slave. Right? sorry, that is in a bond slaves. They only they treat the black as a slaves. Okay, so what it means, the thinking like a sociologist. If you think as a sociologist, your perspective and your idea is completely different from right now. So how it would be? So these are the things closely related with the sociological perspective, right? So looking at the social life in a scientific and systematic way, looking beyond commonly held beliefs and trying to find patterns. What is mean by patterns? So we are living in our life in a particular patterns. We have to come out of the pattern, right? We always think about our life and also the individual perspective, individual prosperous, and also we want to live in a luxurious life, right? We least bother about the people, those who are suffered a lot because of poverty, right? Due to poverty they suffer a lot, but we least give much. We are not ready to give much importance to that. We just want to live in a sophisticated life, right? That's what the Karl Marx denied, that kind of attitude, and that's what the Marxism has sprouted. You know that. So these sociological concepts is not talking about only the social. It always revolves around Marxism. And what are the things we need to focus in the society? So everything is come under the category of sociological perspective. So you have to try to find the right pattern to move on in the society. If you go with that, and also if you find the good pattern in your life, means your life will be flourished and you feel you enjoyed your life thoroughly. That's the perspective of the sociologist. Excuse me. Going to move for the other slide. Wait for a minute. Sorry for the inconvenience. I couldn't even know. Actually, I have some kind of network issues. Yes. Is my screen is visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, of course. Thank you. Wait a minute. So, yeah, sorry for the interruption. So the sociological imagination, what it means by the imagination, which is closely associated with the society. So you can see the connection between the larger world and your personal life. You can think that the personal life is completely different from the world, but it's not like that. Your life is closely related with the world, how it would be, because we are living in a globalized world, the globalized country, right? The globalization is the major part in our life. So the larger world is closely associated with the personal life, and seeing the relationship between the impersonal and intimate features of human life. So this is the other thing. So how the development of sociology? Yes, so far I have talked much about the sociology, but we have to know where it sprouted. What is the reason for that? For the sociology, right? The sociology is sprouted in the Europe during the 17th and 18th century, okay, and it is closely related with the Industrial Revolution and also the French Revolution. You may that the Industrial Revolution is 1760, and the French Revolutions happened in 1789. It is closely related with the sociology. Why I say that? Like, mean, the Industrial Revolution, the people always thinking about the economic growth, and they are fond of loving with an economic power. Right? When we go within the French Revolution, it is closely related within the political power. As I told you already, the sociological concept is closely related with the concept of the power. So we have to know that where the concepts has sprouted and what is the reason of this concept. So these concepts only come from the industrial revolution, and also the another one is in the political power. It is in the French Revolution. It comes only from the French Revolution. So there is a lot of intellectual factors behind these sociological concepts, that is in the philosophy of history and the political history, and also it is taken with the biological theory and evolutions. So these are the things associated with the sociology. These are the called in the category of intellectual factors. So the European scholars, these are the some of the scholars very famous and related with the sociology concept. The August Comet has coined this word, the sociology, and the Harriet Martineau, the Herbert Spencer, and Karl Marx, and Emily Durkheim and Max Weber, and made important contribution to the development of the academic discipline of society. So how the developed sociology would be, right? The development of sociology, if you get the good development in sociology, means what are the advantages? Okay, what are the changes we'll face? Okay, so first I just want to give the glimpse of the political changes. Okay, the political changes focus on individual liberty and rights in American and French revolutions. Okay, so the social changes, so we can go within the growth of cities and the housing shortages and the climate pollution increased. So these are the social changes. The economic changes, so the industrial revolution and the growth of cities, it's also come under the category of economic changes. So the I would like to focus on my light on some early European scholars who were all very associated, who were all closely relates with the uh, sociology. That is in August Commerce, he coined the term the sociology. Okay, and we consider the founder of sociology is August Comte, right? And they studied the social order and the social change. Okay, he said that an enunciate informed that you can study the social order and social change. He informs us you just look at the society, and if you go with the scientific research, mean you always go with the one kind of pattern to do the study. So you can apply that kind of methodology to know the society. So if you go with the kind of pattern and particular segments of study, means you can understand the society in a very well. That is the statement given by the August Comte. When we look at the Harriet Martineau, the another person closely associated, he is also the sociologist, reviewed the life in the United States. He just go with the method of survey analysis with the United States, and the scholars should improve the society. So he just given he would like to invite the scholars to improve better society. So they should know, and also they should do some research on the basis of sociology. Then only the society will improve. This kind of enunciation, okay, and this kind of statement given by Harriet Martineau, and he translated the Camus work. And the next person is Herbert Spencer. He compared the society to a biological organism, okay, and help to create a social Darwinism, survival of the fittest. Yes, we already know what is meant by survival of the fittest. I gave some kind of example of the colonization, the white people always handling the power to suppress the black people, and also they thought that that is inappropriate to live a life, and also they always want to be a dictator. But he just compared the society to the biological organism, and also he enunciates the statement that survival of the fittest. Okay, when you are in a need of something, means you have to do, then only you will be survived. So this kind of thing is introduced by the Herbert Spencer. So the Agus Kamat is important with the sociology. That's what I would like to talk about his something about him, and also his major work, right? And coined the word sociology and is considered the founder of the subject. The sociology, the subjects is not fixed with a particular thing. It is relates with a lot of subjects. Okay, this completely rely with and also is associated with the art, science, right? The educations and also the engineers. So everything. Okay, whatever we can see in the society, everything come under the category and come under the one umbrella, that is in the sociology. So the major works, the plan of the scientific operations and necessary for recognizing the society. The work was written by the Comet in the year of 1822, the positive philosophy in 1830 to 1842, and the system of positive polity is 1851 to 54. So, what is modern perspective in the sociology? Sociology employs the three major theoretical perspectives. One is functionalism, another one is conflict, the last one is interactionism. So, at the beginning of my talk, I talked about what is meant by interaction. We fail to get the right interaction from others. We are not even ready to look at the face of others. We always look at the ground or else look at the, and we are very much interested to look at the laptops and also these mobile phones. So these are the things also associated with the modern perspective. So I thought that the modern perspective is very applicable for us to change the scenario what it is. Actually, we are living in the digital world. We are not supposed to deny the statement, but this is something actually how the sociologist gave some kind of suggestion to do something better in this world. All right. So the functionalist perspective focuses on order and stability. The conflict perspective focuses on power relations, and the interactionist perspective focuses on how individuals interact with one another in everyday life. So the functionalist perspective is focuses on how the people are ready to interact with others in their everyday life. Sociologists employ two levels of analysis. One is macro sociology, which focuses on large scale systems of society as a whole. Okay, we just take that the society as a whole, and micro sociology, which focuses on small group settings, right? And we know that the macro and micro, the word itself gives you the meaning what is meant by macro sociology and what it means by the micro sociology. Okay, so the things differently. So you are not supposed to go within a particular thing. In our institution, we are very familiar with the what is society, what are the things we have to abide, and also how to move with the people. Everything was taught by the by the institution, okay, rather than the society. I think because the students were very much know about the society, the cultural, the ethnical differences, everything in the institution. So think different is the important to go with the sociological perspective. So, what is the functionalistic perspective? So, view of society as a set of interrelated parts that works together to produce a stable social system. Okay, and dysfunction, a negative consequences of an element of society, the manifest function, the intended and recognized consequence of an element of society. The latent function is also associated with the functionalist perspective, that is unintended and recognized consequences of an element of a society. Look at this. This is in a conflict perspective. I already tell you there is in three categories. One is functionalist, another one is conflict, another one is interaction. Now we are looking to what is mean by the conflict perspective in the sociology. Okay, so conflict perspective is focuses on elements that creates a competition and change. You know that what mean the conflict perspective? The conflict perspective, it is always motivated the competition spirit among the, for example, we can take the students ward, the students ward. When we look at that, okay, it is always nowadays it's always go within a conflict perspective. The focus on element that create the competition, and with the help of that competitive spirit, okay, they try to change something, okay, whether it is a healthy or not. So it is according to the perspective, and also it is according to the persons related with the students attitude. It's completely rely on this conflict perspective. So look at the feminist perspective, a version of the conflict perspective that describes the inequalities based on the gender. We know, we very much aware of the what is the feminist perspective. They are gender biased, and also they are suffer a lot in the patriarchal system. These are the category in the feminist perspective. We just look at the classroom atmosphere, and the girls are sitting in some special place and the boys should sit in a separate thing. The gender discrimination happened in our classroom. They are not even move with the opposite gender, right? And also the female always feeling hesitated, right, and feeling embarrassed to talk with the opposite gender, particularly in our scenario, the cultural scenario. The cultural thing is completely different from in our area with the other. So I'm just talking this as an example to clarify such thing, that is, what is come under the category of feminist perspective, and that is all perspectives related based on the gender. Let's look at that interactionistic perspective. What is in the third thing, right? Focuses on the interaction of individual with each other, right? That is important. Then symbol, anything that represents something else, right? We can go within a symbol. So the symbolic interaction using symbols while interacting with others, right? So these are the things associated with the sociological perspective on interaction. So here I can paste some picture because the pictures are tracking more than 1,000 watts. That's why I would like to show this picture for you. That is in a functionalist perspective. The school integrates the individuals into society by transmitting the culture and values and promoting the acceptable behavior. The conflict perspective, for example, the school has established the pattern of authority that reflects and underscores the power relationship and the conflict in the society. Look at the third one, that is an interactional perspective. They feel very happy while they are in interaction. Social interaction among groups in social influences the way groups and individuals behave. Right, this is in a higher category in sociology, the importance of sociology. It is in a macro sociology, the study of large scale system or societies as a whole, the study of a long term problems. So, what it mean by that macro sociology? Is it necessary to go with the study? Yes, of course. Yes, of course. The responsibility is in our hand. Okay, when we go within a survey analysis and look at the quantitative analysis and also the part of investigating something related with the society problem, means the study of long term problems, means somewhat it gives some kind of solution. That is an ultimate motto of sociological study and also the sociological concept. That is in a micro sociology. Okay, the study of small group settings. Okay, that is nothing but we have to take a particular group of people and get with the study, and we have to go with the what is the political and social and race and ethical criteria they are living, right? So we have to get a lot of things from them and go with the analytical study. So because it's a blooming thing in the literature field, also we can apply this kind of telescopic approach in our literary study. If we go within a sociological study in our literature or in the survey method, means that will be very effective. That's what I would like to introduce such things for you. So the study of everyday interaction among group peoples, group members. So this is all come under the category of micro sociology. And here it is in a globalization. As I told you already, the globalization plays a vital role in a sociological concept. So the process of creating a worldwide system of interaction larger than anyone's society. So the, for example, I'm here giving one example for you, that is in a hip hop. Okay, in those days, people, for example, if you ask their grandmother and granny and grandpa about the hip hop, means they were not even come to say anything related with the hip hop. But the spread of hip hop also one kind of sociological approach, and also it is only because of that concept, the thinking out of the box is denoting that, and also the spread of hip hop. So the global interaction are a new topic of study for sociologists nowadays, and studying the spread of hip hop music reveals the aspect of global interactions. Yes, of course, we also very fond of loving to hear something hip hop songs. So why? Because what is the reason behind? Only the reason reason behind is, I think, the global interaction is most interesting thing, and also we always love to go with the global interaction. So this is the one kind of example I would like to give, how the music, okay, interacts with the all. And the hip hop began as a movement of American youth, and hip hop has spread to all points of the globe, along with movies, sports, and fashions. Yes, of course, we know that. Yes, big businesses have spread aspects of the hip hop lifestyles, but adherents, the understand it as a method to question mainstream values, right? So the local youths usually it goes with the street, right? So the local youths have put their own spin on the music. All right. So we were very familiar with the music, the importance of the music, right? If we follow that kind of same technique in the language, right? So it will come naturally, and also it is our duty to replicate, right? So that is the thing existed in the music, and the that is what the sociological method is closely related with the others, okay, how they are approaching things. So that is nothing else. So for that why that's why I have given this, and consider hip hop to be the sound the world streets, right? The importance of the sociology to society. What is an essential? Why we have to go within a socialist concept? What is mean by sociology? I told you what is sociology, where it comes from, right? And what is the necessity to go, and also what is the necessity to know such things, right? So the importance. Is there any importance to know such things? Yes, of course. We are living in a society, and we are. What having such kind of close relationship with the society. For that, the importance of sociology as the science of human relationship is being realized. So when you go with this approach, then only you can know what is the importance of the human relationship. So the scientific study of society and the scientific promotion of human welfare has been neglected for long periods. Okay, and they were not even give much interest to the sociological study. Okay, but rightly thought nowadays we think that, and many that sociology may be the best approach to all the social science, and therefore a key study for the present situation. So this is the only way to handle the current scenario, and also this is the only thing we have to know, and this is the only key we can open the lock in our present situation. So the importance of sociology to society. Yeah, the society is the largest organization of the individuals. The society has its own problems in every field. It is through the study of sociology that the scientific study of society has been possible. The study of society is not only has a value in modern complex society, it becomes indispensable. So these are the importance to know about the sociology. So in India, particularly, the solution of the problem of extreme poverty, we always talking about the India's economic conditions, and also we talk about the poor people. We always having the thirst to help the poor people. But what your part you have done for the poor people? That is the question the sociologists put forth you. That's not you, it's for us, right? So they put forth this kind of question for us: what you have to do for your society, right? That is important. We can show our humanity in this way too, right? In India, the solution of the problem of extreme poverty requires from the sociologists primarily an investigation of the facts. Such researchers undoubtedly influences social policy. So this is the idea the sociologists come from that concept. And also, if the society is to develop and prosper, the study of society is much for politicians, administrators, and social reformers, and the students and teachers. It is closely related in our hands. And yes, of course, we know that the social is not an easy thing. It is in a complex structure. There must be a scientific study of its problems if they are be solved, right? So if you want to come to get some solution, if you want to get some solution for the problem of society, means you have to take a first step ahead for to resolve the problem. For that, you have to go with the scientific study. What it means by scientific study? The scientific study is closely related with the segment analysis. That means you have to segment it, and you have to find your pattern and research according to that. Then you will find the solution. What is the real cause of poverty? Okay, where we have to start. Okay, what is the main cause of this poverty? We have to find out the problems at the first. When you find out the problems, definitely the solution will come. I hope, right? So the hope is life. For that, that is in the value of sociology. Okay, lies in the fact that it keeps up to date on modern situations. So you just think that if you are aware of sociology, the concepts of sociology means it makes you to up to date in modern situations, and also it contributes to making a good citizens, right? It contributes to the solution of community problems, and also it adds to the knowledge of society. Okay, it adds some kind of knowledge to the society. It helps the individual find this relation to the society. Okay, if you go with that sense only, you can find the relationship between the individual and also the society. So you can easily assimilate with the society. That is the only thing and the only key we have to open the law, as I already informed you. So the sociology has a practical value for the individuals, as it assists him for to understand himself, his resources and limitations, his potentialities, and his role in a society. So this is the only thing to show what is your role in a society. So here I would like to conclude with some of the words. We might have think that the sociology is completely different from our field. Yes, of course, the sociology, that is nothing but it is our society. If you think about our society, definitely it's not for others, it's the welfare of ourselves too. So when you are ready to think out of the box, and also when you come to know and come to realize that the individual part is closely associated with the society, means you have achieved the target and you can go ahead and do something for your society. That is, with this note, I would like to conclude my presentation right now. If you have any question related to that, you may. I'm here to answer. Please.
Thank you, ma'am, for your excellent presentation. Now the floor is open for discussion. Tarunan sir?
Don't you have any question related with the sociology? It's nothing but in our life, right? I'm just talking about the society, the importance of our role.
Hello, this is Dr. Anuradha from Velala College for Women. Madam, your lecture coupled with your Xvii PowerPoint presentation has enabled us a lot to comprehend how the human behavior is largely shaped by the groups to which we belong to and by the social interaction that takes place within these groups. Thank you, Madam. Well done.
Yeah,
I am
thank
very
you.
happy to see your lecture, Dr. Sharmila.
Thank
Yes,
you, ma'am.
I feel
Thank
really,
you. Really
I feel
happy to
really
hear
happy.
your comments, ma'am. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Sharmila,
Yes,
ma'am.
sir.
It was a really, very nice and interesting session. And dear
Yes, sir.
participants, we are open for discussions and again deliberations. And so, thank you for your insightful deliberations, all of you. Thanks for your inputs. And again, we will have the third session soon.
Yes.
And if there are no more comments and compliments, we will move ahead with the third presenter with the bio break, after the bio break. And we would like to extend a heartfelt and sincere thanks to Dr. Sharmila Madam, of Assistant Professor of English, Kongu Engineering College, for her insightful and very, very enriching session on this second uh, second session of this faculty development program. Ma'am, we are very grateful for your August presence and your support and kind gesture. And thanks a lot, ma'am, again. And Happy New Year to you, ma'am. Once
Yes,
again.
sir. Thank you so
Thank you
much,
for
sir.
your lead also. And dear participants, and Sharla madam has given the lead in getting Professor Gomadi madam, and again one more resource person, and all these Kongu people are so very fabulous, amazing people, and both good at their heart and their deeds. It's really
Yeah.
very, very enriching and rewarding experience for all of us.